Hi, Internet. Welcome to the Sunday edition of Stop and Think, the puzzle channel. Today we'll be looking at the Sunday New York Times crossword puzzle. The constructor is Jeffrey Martinovic and then Jeff Chen. We have two constructors today. The editor is Joe Faliano, and the title of the puzzle is Working the Night Shift. I see the word night in there, so it might have something to do with day and night, nocturnal activity, but you also have the word shift, so maybe we'll be shifting letters around. Look forward to finding out what that will be as we get into the puzzle. I am John Appleseed, your host, and glad you decided to join me today for this solve. Let's get into it. One across. Let me just comment on the circles in the grid. I see some white circles, one black circle. There in a circle. Could be the position of the moon, like a new moon and full moon. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, one across. Exams first administered in 1926. Don't know that. One down. Hits a rough patch, perhaps. Don't know. Two down. Judge seen on a bench. You could see Aaron Judge of the Yankees on a bench when he's not playing, maybe. Three down. Major ordeal. Don't know. And four down. Lip. That usually is sass in the New York Times. If it were an S, yeah, exams could end in an S. 17 across, jeweler's unit, a carat, unit of weight or of gold purity, I think. 22 across, like Yeats, but not Keats. I think those are the correct pronunciations of both of those words, those names. 25 across, complete some reps. And 29 across, Joan Cusack and Robert Downey Jr. each spent one season on it, for short. Don't know. Probably an S. Robert Downey Jr. was on Saturday Night Live for a season. Joan Cusack may have been. Let's try SNL, and then that lets us put in Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees. Yankees are 2 games behind as I solved this puzzle today. 2 games behind in the World Series against the Dodgers, but Shohei Ohtani was injured last night, so that may affect things for the next couple games. So carat, I think it's C for the weight of a gemstone, but K for the purity of gold. Skids with a K might be hits a rough patch. You would skid on ice. So let's try carat with a K. 3 down, major ordeal, a trial. SATs, okay, that's an exam that could have been first administered in 1926. Lip, let's put in sass. Like Yeats, but not Keats, Irish, I guess. And Jersey-born rock icon, familiarly, Bruce Springsteen, famously from New Jersey and known as the Boss. So there we go. What is this? Do a set. You do a set of exercises, which would be complete some reps. Okay, that corner is done, I think. Let's move over here. 5 across, view from St. Moritz. I think that's in the Swiss Alps, so you would see the Alps from there. 5 down, constellation in the southern sky. Is it Ara? I'll have to get some crossing letters. 6 down, Lou Reed or Lou Rawls. Well, I haven't thought of Lou Rawls for a while. What did he sing? You'll never find, no matter how you search, someone who understands you the way I do. 7 down, delay. Don't know. 8 down, sledder's outfit. A ski suit, maybe. 19 across, complete journey, or what 84 down makes in this puzzle. Let's try out 84 down. Usually I look for the connected clues later. Oh, it's just this puzzle subject. Maybe it is moon. And what is the complete journey of the moon? An orbit? Rotation, maybe? 7 down, delay. 8 down, sledder's outfit. Complete journey. 23 across, AIDS in car buying. Don't know. 20 down, Roman numeral that anagrams to part of the eye. Can't think what that would be. 9 down, color name for a famed prep school. No. 10 down, oh so regrettable. 11 down, what is mined in a stannery? Not seen that word before. Don't know what it is. 12 down, big name in shipping. UPS or DHL maybe. 9 across, I thought you were my friend. At 2, if we want to put a U or a D here for UPS, at 2 was what Shakespeare had Brutus or Julius Caesar say to Brutus as he was stabbed. You also, Brutus, at 2? So let's try UPS as a big name in shipping. 11 down, what's mined in a stannery? Could it be tin? Round trip would be a complete journey. Oh, so regrettable. Let's try round trip. I think there is an Ara constellation for 5 down. Aids in car buying, auto something. So let's try tin for 11 down. What is mined in a stannery? I'll have to look that up after I finish the puzzle. Oh, so regrettable. Eton is a famed prep school. I don't know it associated with a color. Auto loans. I was thinking of some kind of a Consumer Reports as an aid of giving you information, but you would need auto loan for financial aid, perhaps. So DL. Maybe this is a lengthy Roman numeral. What is part of the eye? Eyelid. No, it would have to have be all Roman numeral letters, I think. A snowsuit, maybe for 8 down. A sledder's outfit. In the red, if you're in the red on a balance sheet, you might be owing. Tragic for 10 down, fits for oh so regrettable. 7 down, delay, put off. 30 across, certain court documents. Briefs. Oh, this is not, this black circle is not part of the grid. So briefs are court documents, and 33 across starts over here, in which 1 plus 1 equals 10. I think that is binary. Yes, 1, 0 is binary for 2, I think. So 1 plus 1 equals 2 in binary. There we go. Eton blue, maybe for 9 down. 31 down, stopover. An inn might be a place you stop over on a road trip. Charlie's Angels and Others for 26 down, probably trios. 37 across, completing a cycle, like 84 down. So these are all, the theme clues will all be words for round trip or orbiting or something like that. All right, I think we've got a good start. Let's move over to this corner and finish it while we're here. 13 across, a load of laundry. The wash, maybe. 13 down, wish list item. Don't know. 14 down is time up. Time when you are up. I don't know. 15 down, act rudely in a crowd. And 16 down, did some spelling. Nope. Woodworker's spinner. Lathe is something you might, a spinning tool that you use for woodworking. I think that works. 24 across, remove from packaging. Open, unwrap, no. 28 across, do to do, or do to do delivery. Is that the thing? Do re mi? Do to do delivery. Don't know what that is. What do you wish for? Time up. No, none of those are clicking. 28 down. Their dorsal fins can reach 6 feet in height. I think that is true of orcas. And 21 down. Charlie's Angels actress. I'm a little ashamed, embarrassed to admit it, but yeah, I did have a Charlie's Angels poster on my wall. Not the Farrah Fawcett one. I liked, I can't remember their names now, the brunette one who was brainy. I can't remember her name. She was on Scarecrow and Mrs. King later. 37 across, completing a cycle. 40 across, Battle Hymn of the Republic for 1. Some kind of song that would fit within for a stopover for 31 down. 32 down, vessel for an omelet. And an egg pan, maybe? Egg something. This could be, completing a cycle could be going full circle. Oh, this is, okay, again, this is not, I thought this was a complete clue here, but 20 down ends here. It's only 3 letters long. And DLI would be a Roman numeral 551, I think, and it anagrams to lid, which is part of the I. And 38 down, a property unit is probably a lot. Give me just a plot of not a lot of land, and thou swell, thou witty, thou grand. So IOU could be a borrower's note for 42 across, and let's try Eton Blue for 9 down. A color named for the famed prep school Eton, which I have never heard of. I've heard of Eton, but not Eton Blue, but let's try that. Okay, 47 across, a crocheting template, I think is a pattern. 43 across, like many verification codes. Emailed, maybe? 34 down, diminuendo al blank, fade to nothingness on a score. Niente is the Italian word for nothing. Let's try that. Is 35 down, arm? Yeah, slot machine lever is an arm. So emailed, many verification codes are emailed for 43 down. What was her name? 50 across, release. To sublet, you can release your apartment, sublet it to someone. 39 down, Europe's highest volcano. Don't know. 44 down, first name on the Supreme Court. Elena Kagan is one of the justices of the Supreme Court. 45 down, life-saving device, for short, a defibrillator, I think, defib. And 51 down, fork part is a tine. The individual points on a fork are called tines. So APR lowering option to lower your annual percentage rate of interest. You might refinance or refinance a loan. I don't know this volcano. Hair lightening brand. Don't know that. And 67 across, the Lone Ranger. To Tonto, he used to call him Kimosabe, which was supposed to be a Native American word of some kind, but that doesn't fit. Kimosabe, that was what he called him, definitely. Do we rebus things into these circles? This one looks like it's only 1 letter. Am I in the right slot? Yeah, 67 across. Tonto definitely called him Kimosabe. So I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, 46 across, impressively tough in slang. Don't know. 52 across, nickname for a 2000s Yankee slugger. We've got Aaron Judge. I guess somebody's watching the Yankees in the World Series as they write this puzzle, maybe. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, was another Yankee slugger from the 2000s. 57 across, AP, Reuters, etc. Those are wire services. What would be a synonym for that? Don't know. 64 across, Sherlock Holmes, except for example, detective. Cry loudly, wail maybe. 40 down, Nintendo antagonist in purple overalls. Mario wears red overalls, doesn't he? Is Wario? I haven't played those games. I think Wario was his brother or something like that. Maybe he wears purple overalls. So 40 across could be a war song for the Battle Hymn of the Republic. 41 down, decorate, adorn. And 37 down, marked. Graded. So 46 across, probably badass. For impressively tough, and then maybe ball to cry loudly. 57 across. The wires, yeah, just the wires and wire service. Graded is marked a paper, and Sherlock Holmes, I guess, is a Londoner. That fits. Well, but again, what are we? I'm going to take out these circles. Maybe war song seems to fit very well. Arm. I can't think of any additional letters that would go in there. And emailed seems to fit as well. But these both seem to require multiple letters in them, these two circles. So I am confused, but we'll have to figure that out. 53 across, a Montreal hockey player, 2 fans. I think it is the Montreal Canadiens. So is it C-A-N maybe? 54 across, check scanner for short. A check scanner. Don't know that. Hudson Bay or the Caspian. I was going to say inland sea. Caspian is an inland sea, but I don't think Hudson Bay is. It opens to the ocean. Mob enforcer. 48 down, skilled. Able, maybe. Oh, is there... H-A-B rings a bell as something from hockey. Able. Mob enforcer. A hired gun. If we revisit something there. 60 down, that hits the spot. Maybe. Apt central entry for this puzzle. That's probably Earth. If these circles are depicting the moon orbiting around the Earth. So AAH could be another spelling for that hits the spot. So I think 60 down works there. 61 down, gun lobby organization, National Rifle Association. And 62 down, some NFL linemen, in brief. Defensive something. Possesses, has. So DTs, is that an abbreviation for an NFL position maybe? An inland sea. Symbol of an allergic reaction, a rash. Check scanner. You can scan your checks at an ATM, I guess. And 55 down, add milk to a customer's coffee in diner lingo. M-A-K. Yeah, not sure. I like H-A-B. I can't think of where I read that or what it stands for. But I think it is how fans refer to the Montreal hockey team. Maybe. 69 across, general, neutral, possessive. There. Possessive. So not them. 73 across, millimeter wide photo used for conveying secret messages. Don't know what that would be. 58 down, feature of James Earl Jones's voice. Timbre, don't know. Big name in experimental music is Brian Eno. Frequent crossword answer. I like hired gun for this. Ones. One's answer here is one. Does not specify the gender of one, just a general drill. So I think that works. Is this a micro dot, maybe? I don't know that. Do they have to be exactly 1 millimeter? Doesn't make much sense. Okay, so let's try hired GUN. Late night sub, say. Would that begin with a G? 70 down, insignificant amount, could be a sou or a sop. 76 down, crime novelist Josephine. Don't know that. All right, I want to look at this section again. 67 across, Kimosabe. 72 across, office message, a memo. 77 across, pants, informally. Ooh, something just occurred to me. Maybe if we rebus in no letter, the one letter appears in this circle. 2 letters appear in this circle. Maybe 3 letters appear in this circle. And 4 in this circle, and then we reverse the order going back around. It might evoke the sense of the phases of the moon in its orbit. So that might explain why we don't have any rebus here, but we might have a 2-letter rebus in each of these squares. Could be. El Brio and hair lightening brand. I don't know either of those. 72 down, blank Robinson. Mrs. Robinson. Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. CPR expert for 68 down could be an EMT, emergency medical technician. So if this is K, and we rebus in, I'm going to have to reposition the screens just slightly to get the controls and the grid to appear at the same time. But if we highlight this square and rebus, oh dear. I've commented before, I enjoy rebus puzzles, but they are a little awkward to do in a video. So highlight this square, click just right here. I think I'm in the right spot. Okay, and we put in MO. Then 63 down would be gave a big kiss. Oh, I haven't even looked at this yet, but yes, smooched would be gave someone a big kiss. Sun In sounds like it might be a brand for a hair lightening product. I don't know El Bruo. Oh, this is an S. Kimosabe. Elbrus. Now that I see it, I don't know. No, I don't know that. I'm thinking of the Elburz Mountains, I think, in Iran. Okay, so I'm gonna trust to luck that Elbrus is a volcano in Europe. You'd think I would have heard of that. Visited Europe before in my life, various parts of it, and that would have shown up in the guidebooks, you'd think. So let's try ATM for 54 across, a check scanner. Let's try Inland Sea for Hudson Bay or the Caspian. Hudson Bay, I guess it's inland in the sense that it extends into continental North America. But I think the technical definition of its inland sea is that it does not have an outlet to the ocean. And Hudson Bay does, the Hudson River, I think. Well, in any case, I think that we can make some allowances for crossword purposes. So add milk to a customer's coffee is make what? Pants, informally, for 77 across. Britches, you're too big for your britches. I used to hear when I was a kid. Make it what? Make it moo? Are we putting the letters of the word moon in here? Yeah, that seems to fit. So if this is an N, this needs to be ON. This could be, if this is MOO. Oops, I need the rebus. This is fun. I like this. It's fun figuring this out. I think I'm on the right track. Or maybe this is, maybe they go like M-O-O. I'm going to guess that this is M-O-O-N, the full moon. And then this could be O-O-N. A hired goon, yes, could be a mob enforcer. And then this is O-N. Yeah, I think that works. So here's the new moon, which is just blank. Here it is a single letter M, M-O, M-O-O, M-O-O-N, full moon, O-O-N, as it is waning. Gibbous, I think, is the word for that. Here it is a half moon, but the other half of the word moon, O-N, just a single letter N, and then back to the new moon. Okay, I think that works. And it is orbiting around the Earth. Okay, so what is 58 down? Feature of James Earl Jones's voice. He has a sonorous voice, so maybe sonority would work there. 53 down, I think, is hired goon. I wanted hired gun there, but couldn't make that fit. But hired goon works just as well. So 82 across, late night sub. Oh, a substitute on a late night talk show might be a guest host. And sou is an old French coin, and a small French coin. So in some old sayings, not worth a sou is not worth very much, kind of like a penny. Crime novelist Josephine, still don't know that. Okay, I think we're on the right track here. Let's look at this corner, or let's look back over here. We've got Kimosabe. We've got Smooched for 63 down. 86 across, Garfield's predecessor, probably not Garfield the cartoon cat, which was my first thought, but we had a president named Garfield. What was his full name? I can't think of it now, but Rutherford B. Hayes was another U.S. president. Skywalker portrayer, Mark Hamill. 79 down, Guesstimate. An eyeball something. I can just eyeball it. 80 down, Elite Naval Groups, SEALs, maybe. 91 across, steak option in northern Canada. Maybe moose meat is something you might be able to order in northern Canada, I guess. I've seen buffalo steak on menus in Montana in the U.S., so let's try that. Okay, 81 across, roofed porch. Don't know. 88 across, weary cry. I can't go on, maybe. 93 across, celebrity chef Hussein, who won the Great British Bake Off. Don't know that. 89 down, cry of frustration could just be ga, maybe. 96 across, Ireland, poetically. So it could be Aaron or air. I don't know the difference in linguistic terms between those two terms, but both of them show up as poetic terms for Ireland. 105 across, gives a lot of attention with on, dotes on maybe. 110 across, what have we here? Ha-ha, aha, maybe. 116 across, blank affaire de femme. Une affaire de femme, an affair of women, a women's business, something like that. Could be the title of the film, not one I'm familiar with, but I think that works. 121 across, company that introduced Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know what the company was. 81 across, nearly succeeded, but there's a catch. Don't know. 73 down, cookies made with ground almond or coconut. Macaroons, perhaps. And 74 down, highly agitated in a something. 75 down, ain't that the tooth? Canid is a type of tooth, a canine. Or the pointy tooths right here in the front of your mouth. Let's kind of that. Those are canines, aren't they? Yeah. Lanai, I think, is a Hawaiian word for a roofed porch. Don't know that. we'll put in Erin instead of air as a poetic term for Ireland. Gives a lot of attention. Let's try dotes. Dotes on. What have we here? Ooh, maybe. In a dither, maybe? What is this? Nadia, lined out. Oh, this is from baseball. If you hit a strong line drive that almost goes out of the park, but it gets caught, there's a catch. You lined out. Okay. TSR, I'm going to guess that's right. Ooh, what have we here? And Nadia Hussein would be, makes sense. Nadia would go with Hussein as the last name. I can't go on. Okay, I like that corner. 90 across, company whose name ends in an exclamation point. Yahoo does that, which was a feature of a recent puzzle that included exclamation points. Josephine Tay could be. Green light. Don't know. This puzzle's subject, the moon. Okay, so that fits, that validates my theory. Places for grilling, hot seats, maybe. However, it could be yet. Surely I could always be that way again, and yet I've grown accustomed to her voice, accustomed to her looks, accustomed to her face. Let's try hot seats for places you might get grilled. Newlyweds booking a honeymoon suite. We're helped out by having the word moon already rebused in. Say yes to is to greenlight something. 107 across, Old Blank, Connecticut, don't know. 111 across, they'll grow out of that. Or a description of 8 squares in this puzzle. It's just a phase, maybe. 106 down, Jedi Foe, the Sith. We got Mark Hamill in here, and then we've got another Star Wars theme clue here. I was going to say that's no moon, that's a space station, but we have moons in this puzzle. 112 down, prefix with glyceride. Triglyceride, maybe? Don't know exactly what that means, but it works. Elizabeth of WandaVision. Elizabeth Olsen was in that. 99 down, AFC East player. So I was going to say Niner, but no, they would be in the West, in California. I don't know. 107 across, old line. Bird that's incapable of walking backward. An emu, maybe? I like it's just a phase, which is a description of the 8 squares in this puzzle and depicting the phases of the moon. And that might be a synonym for they'll grow out of that. Oh, a New York Jet, maybe. So I was trying to think of a team name that began with N, and Niner was the only one. The San Francisco 49ers was the only one that came up. All right, let's try Lyme, Old Lyme, Connecticut. An emu is a bird, and I would imagine it might be incapable of walking backward. So let's try that. Tree, for it can be quite sappy. Yes, that's funny. And means of getting unstuck is a hint. I tried to avoid using hints in these puzzles, but sometimes I do resort to that when needs must. All right, 113 down, gentle attention getter, maybe a tap. Half of an exchange, tit for tat, so I guess tat is one half of that trade. And 123 across, black ops, black operations. That's shown up in the puzzle before. Okay, 108 across, supermodel with a palindromic name, Elle McPherson, probably. Her name reads the same forward and backward. Ballpark figure for that's going to be the Empire. So if this is an M, is there a supermodel named Emma? Cry in a laser tag arena, I'm hit. Okay, I don't know Emma. Spanish I love you is Tama. Oh no, M-E-M-M-E? I don't know that at all. But te amo is I love you in Spanish. Okay, I guess there's a supermodel named Emmy, who I'm not familiar with. There are lots of things I am unfamiliar with, and I learn about them through the puzzles, which is why I do them in part. Polite term of address could be sir, I think. 119 across, let's do it, I'm in. And 124 across, Margaret Thatcher is a conservative, a Tory in British politics. Nonsense word in a playground rhyme, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, probably. So let's put an E there. All right, 95 across, fit to serve in a way. 92 down is you follow me, see. Fit to serve could be edible. Edible food would be fit to serve, I guess. So I like eyeball, I'm not quite sure how it ends though. Behind, last. And 109 across, blank Johnson, Sirleaf. Africa's first elected female head of state. Don't know that. But if this is an L, guesstimate. Eyeball it. To eyeball it is to guesstimate, maybe. Seal what? Horned antelope of southern Africa. 115 across, every member of the CIA's canine unit. A lab? A Labrador? Maybe they only use Labradors for some reason because they're good at keeping secrets. Who knows? 120 across, textures as I see it, maybe in my opinion. This is a T, chiding sound would be tisk. To eyeball it is to guesstimate. Seal teams. Late could be behind. I'm running late. I'm behind. So seal teams. Reebok is an antelope. Is there a steerbok? It's a steenbok, maybe? Lab. Ellen. And steenbok. Steen could be Afrikaans for stone, I think. So maybe it's a stone antelope, something like that. All right, I think that works. I'm going to trust to luck there. Charlie's Angels actress. That doesn't look right. Oh, not the one from the poster on my wall, but the remake. Lucy Liu was in that. Yes, okay. All right, did not have a poster of her. Load of laundry, wish list item, time up. What is it? The time when you are up? I just don't get it. Act rudely in a crowd and did some spelling. It might end in an ED. Do, delivery. Well, if it's do to do, if we go from the note do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and we deliver all 8 of those notes, that is an octet. Octets? An octave. That is the octave of notes in the musical scale. Okay, so an ED ending for did some spelling. Act rudely in a crowd. It would be rude to shave in a crowd. Former Senator Ted Kennedy. Misbehave. We're not going to have another rebus here, are we? Wish list item. What do you wish for? A want. Your wants are your wish list. Unwrap. What? Time up. If this is a wash. I'm going to do a wash of clothes. Some spelling. Wow. To shove, you push and shove in a crowd. Unbox. When you're up in baseball, you're at bat. So this is like the third baseball clue where I haven't picked up that it is referring to baseball. We've got 2 New York Yankees in the puzzle and a couple baseball clues, so I think somebody is watching the World Series. Hexed. If you cast a spell, you could cast a hex. Maybe the Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen's character in WandaVision, did that. So I think X finishes the puzzle. Yes! 40 minutes is a lengthy time for me, so that shows you how much I was struggling with some of that. And it did take some time for me to figure out the clue. Night shift. So I was already thinking along the lines of night, or I was thinking shifting characters. So the thing that really confused me was that normally you don't, if the circles indicate a rebus, you would never rebus in a single letter. That doesn't make any sense. But at some point I figured out that these might depict the phases of the moon, so we could have 1 letter each in these, 2 letters in these, and so on. And then I picked up that they would actually be the word moon, but they would wax and wane as we go around the earth here in the center of the puzzle. So I like that a lot. That's very clever, and I imagine it was kind of hard to do. And it took some thinking to come up with the solution and figure out what's going on. And then this corner, wow, that gave me a lot of trouble. I didn't think of being up in the sense of being at bat. What were some of the other baseball clues I had such trouble with? Ump was one. I think there was another one where I just didn't understand that it was baseball until after several minutes. So in any case, this was a good puzzle. Elbrus is something I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up as the tallest volcano in Europe. There we go. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that puzzle, and please join me next week. We'll do the Sunday puzzle again. See you then.